The heterocrine gland, that means the gland which is having both the endocrine and exocrine part. Example, like pancreas, it is having endocrine part and exocrine part both. That's why it can secrete. Let us take an example, like insulin is secreted by the pancreas, and also the pancreas is also secreting some pancreatic juices which is useful or which is actually required for digestion. So if a gland is having both the part of exocrine and endocrine, then we can call that gland as heterocrine gland. So let us take some other examples, like testis is the second example. In case of testis, the Leydig cells, it actually secrete the testosterone, but the sperms or the seminiferous tubules are actually producing the sperms, and it is transported by a structure called vasa recta. So the testis is also having two different types of functions at the same time. That is, the testis is having endocrine part and also it is having exocrine part. The same way ovaries is also another example. Now, next one, the next thing that what we need to discuss is what actually hormones are actually secreted from where. The hormones are secreted from the glands, and precisely those glands are known as endocrine glands. The first hormone which was discovered by two scientists, the name of those two scientists were Bayliss and Sterling. You can see it is there in this page. It can be visible here. You can see this. Sorry. Now, the term hormone actually was given by Sterling. So, the term hormone it is actually given by Sterling, but it was discovered for the first time by Bayliss and Sterling both together. Now, next thing what we should know is the meaning of hormone. The word hormone. The word hormone is actually originated from a Latin word called hormone. Here you can see hormone. What is the meaning of hormone? The meaning of hormone means to excite. See, previously at that era or in older days, the science is not that developed, and the people or basically the scientists who discovered this hormones, what they believe that these chemicals or these biochemicals actually responsible for the excitation or they stimulate certain organs or certain processes. But later on after further research, what we have actually discovered that hormones not only responsible for the excitation or to stimulate certain organs or certain process, it is also having some function of inhibition as well. So the hormone actually can inhibit certain process or it can also excite certain process. But the name hormone, which is actually originated from the Latin word hormone, from where right now we call hormone, which is actually came from hormone. The meaning of that word is actually to excite, but the function of the hormone is not like that. The function of the hormone is it can also inhibit and it can also excite certain processes. So it has both the functions. It is not only that it is by name. If you think that the meaning of the name is only to excite, the function is also to excite. It is not like that. Okay. Now the first hormone which was isolated, what was that? It was insulin. Insulin was the first hormone which was isolated. And who isolated this first hormone, that is insulin? It was isolated by two scientists named Benting and MacLeod. So Benting and MacLeod were the scientists who discovered or who first time isolated the insulin from the pancreas of dog. From where they have collected or isolated the first hormone, that is from the pancreas of dog. Now, whatever we have discussed till now, this is the introductory part of the chapter. So from the next video onwards, we'll talk about the properties of hormone. There are different types of hormone, then the way the hormone is working, or we can say the mechanism of action of hormone. There are two types of hormone. We can divide on the basis of their mechanism and on the basis of their origin. So we'll discuss one by one from the next video. Thank you.